Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you. I appreciate your continued support, you guys. Okay, we're in house 2. Taurus rules this house. You might want to check on your chart, see what you got in your second house. Like in my second house, I got a lot going on. I got my Lilith there, I got my Pluto there, and my second house is in Libra. That's going by your ascendant, you guys. So your second house could be in something besides Taurus, but Taurus owns that territory basically. But it's like you're putting your house on that territory kind of thing. Like those planets are there. That sign is there. So it's kind of hard to explain, but you can always watch some astrologers, some good ones. I like Molly McCord, Braca. Oh, there's a few, you guys. Maybe I will link a couple. Now, we also got, with Taurus, we got the Taurus lunar moon coming up. The moon's going to be in Taurus, and we're having a lunar eclipse also there. We just had the solar eclipse in Libra. These are the last of those for this cycle, you guys. So a lot of stuff going on here. Also in Taurus, we got Jupiter, Uranus. What else here going on? Jupiter, Uranus. Yeah, that's what we got going on there. So if you happen to know your Jupiter, Uranus, all that, just kind of be explorative with your chart, you guys. It's helpful. It does help a lot. It gives you a lot of insight to the energies. I always go and connect these cards to those planets and stuff. Usually after the reading, I keep, it kind of hangs on to me, and I kind of making those connections. So we are going to start. I got some different decks out here. I'm using a lot of the Circle Marchetti decks. And my first deck was Circle Marchetti. I still have it. It's back here. It was the Gilded Tarot, and I got that in 2004, you guys. So Tarot's been there a long while. We got Judgment. Wow. This is big energy to start with here in this reading. We got a single event can awaken within us a stranger, totally unknown to us. To live is to be slowly born. Oh, big energy. I accept myself for who I am without fear of judgment or criticism. Sometimes you have to kind of die inside in order to rise from your own ashes and believe in yourself and love yourself and to become a new person. And Gerard Way said that. I make and answer the call to be fair to myself and others. So this is about a really big decision, and maybe something happening in your life that's really waking up a part of yourself, maybe almost forcing or asking you to let something die and be reawakened. There's like this feeling with Judgment of being called forward to make a big call for yourself, for your circumstances. It's a big energy of judging too. It's judgment. So are you judging yourself? Are you judging something in your life really harshly that could cause and I always feel the judgment, you guys, as like spiritual death or spiritual awakening or life, almost like a rebirth, only it's actually that call to accept it. It's like you've already been offered a rebirth or offered a second chance or an opportunity. Are you going to take it? Or it could just be a first opportunity or something like that. But it is powerful energy, you guys, and it's a strong energy. So let's start here. Okay, well, we are going to go ahead and get a Sacred Rebels. Something could have happened here that totally woke something up inside of yourself. You could have gotten this really abruptly, like, what am I doing? Like, I need to make this choice, or I need to do this, or maybe I need to release my fears and judgments and criticism of myself, of others. It can feel really good, but it really kind of can if you've been in like a pattern of doing something a certain way your whole life. It can feel like a big shift. It's a big change in the way you see things, the way you experience things, the the way you show up. It's about showing up and answering the call. We got releasing allegiances. Okay, and then we're going to go over here and get one from the Lantern Oracle. Oh, this, okay, so I did Aries, and they had and this is in the planet, the energy, you guys. It's like, what are you, what are your allegiances? What are you tied to? What are you part of? And is it draining you? Is it toxic? Is it something you need to let go of so you can live your truth, or so you don't, so you can feel in more alignment with your soul? That's big judgment call. There's just a feeling here, releasing allegiances. And we got the unknown, knowing the unknown. So there could be even a knowing here. And we do have, yes. So there's definitely a feeling here of being called forward into the unknown, but it's almost like, you know, being called into the unknown and answering the call. You could be definitely shifting into a new, I feel it as commitment, kind of releasing allegiances. That means you're committed to allegiances, or maybe a group, maybe a job, maybe people in your life, maybe a certain, that Hierophant energy has been really strong, and it is the Taurus major arcana, and it's like these deep-seated like beliefs and being like loyal to like kind of the blood, you know. That's kind of how I feel, like being loyal to, like, even if that stuff is meant to change and evolve, and we're meant to look at that stuff and go, that's not really how I feel about it. And kind of, this has been the energy so far coming in through these readings. And it's like, how do you feel about something? Are you staying faithful or loyal, or continuing to do something that kind of goes against your own personal grain because it's what society wants, or it's what the family wants, or it's what the group, the job, the whatever, you know? And it's like, man, and it just really, really, really isn't in alignment with your heart. So that's kind of the energy that's coming through here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get one of these. You could be really getting kind of shook up or shook out of being really, I want to say, like faithful and loyal to some kind of belief system, or some kind of deeper aspect, deeper thing that's just not in alignment with you. And you could be getting woke up and away from that and called to something different here. Because there's flies in this other card, and it's like, it's kind of a relentless feeling. Let's see what we got here. Feeling this as stillness and finding peace and stillness. And there's a feeling here of, even on the bottom with this same position, it's like this fetal position. I am feeling like this could even go back. This has been kind of an energy coming in. This could be something deeply seated, or even conditioned or trained within you. And it's like an allegiance you have to the family, or that rule, or that structure, or that system. And there's a feeling here of walking away from it. Walking away from old, becoming a new person. Maybe you've grown up in because of this one card, it says sometimes you have to kind of die inside in order to rise from your own ashes and believe in yourself and love yourself to become a new person. That's what I'm feeling here. Whoever this is resonating with, I'm feeling like there could have been, or is happening here, like a dying of something you know yourself to be, or everybody else knows you to be. And it's like letting that part of you die. You could have grown up maybe not feeling a lot of love for yourself, or feeling really strongly or non-acceptant, lots of fear, maybe judgments, criticisms. And this is stuff you're waking up to and realizing, oh, that's really affecting me, my life, and it's not me. That's just not me. There's something here that's just not, you're being asked to embrace you more authentically. and wake up to some kind of allegiance or some kind of alliance or some kind of belief system or some kind of conditioning that you have been strongly locked in with. That's what I am feeling. So we will read that, you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and go here. Okay. Okay. So I'm not going to read this whole thing, you guys. You have completed many cycles in the vibrational frequency of consciousness that you are now being asked to release. You have been in that vibrational frequency for some time now. You have earned the right to step out of that frequency, out of the habits, the relationships, and the possibilities that are limited to the outmoded frequency. It is now time to expand into higher frequencies of experience that will bring enhanced love, empowerment, and peace into your life. You will take the wisdom of what you have learned with you into something new. New connections, new relationships, new life experiences at a higher turn of the spiral of life. Trust that you can step into solitude for a time without being consumed by loneliness. So maybe stepping away from some things here and really evaluating and looking at you, deep stuff going in. And trust that you won't, you can do this and not feel like depressed or lonely, because I really feel like Spirit's coming in here and kind of showing you some deeper stuff and asking you to kind of make a choice for yourself here, a big choice. It is a time to reconnect with yourself. Perhaps you have had a period of outward orientation where your energy has been diverted away from the inner journey of self-discovery and creative self-expression, and into the world of lists, schedules, and demands. This could mean slowing down, pulling your energy away from external things. This could be an allegiance with a job. I was kind of feeling that, or an allegiance with a certain way of being, like staying busy or staying committed to, that's it, staying committed to something strongly, so committed to something that you maybe have put doing your inner work on the back burner to appease an allegiance or appease some kind of, I'm feeling that, like structure and connections, relationships, stuff like that. This could be big, strong things in your life that just hold power over your time, over your energy, maybe over your beliefs, maybe just makes you feel like you specifically aren't expanding, but everything else around you is. That's what I'm getting, like that picture of like everything's going up around, but inside it's like, wait a minute, like I'm not really getting anything from this. So there's like the inner world, which is all the love and the feelings and the healing and the forgiveness and all the stuff that needs to happen for us to expand our perception and our truth. What can align with us and make us happy and bring that love, that loving side, that loving part of us to the surface. And a lot of times we stay busy. We try to not deal with that. A lot of people do. I'm not really, I always am doing this kind of work, but this feels like very important. It's a judgment call. So it's to take this time to do that inner work and really reflect on what needs to die inside so you can become more of your own person and not maybe feel like you have to be a part of the allegiances, or the job, the relationship, the structure, the command, like the demands of like a system. Or this could even be, like I always say, it could be like it's been feeling like, just like a really big collective belief system. It's feeling and I feel like this has a lot to do with like that Libra energy, bringing balance and justice and stuff in too, where it just can't be one way, it's really balancing out the scales, and you need to find your own truth in that. It doesn't mean we judge like this or that, or there is balance, and it's where are you in that balance, and are you balanced about what you're doing, what you're committed to, what you're how you're spending your time and your energy. That's what I'm getting. So this oracle is confirmation that the work you have been doing on yourself is working for you. Your level of self-love is growing, and your ability to love consciously and healthily is increasing as a result. Some connections in your life will mature along with you, and your regard and affection will deepen and blossom. It will be revealed that other relationships are no longer relevant to your life journey. You will know which is which because you will feel it. And this is so true. This is a big energy that's been coming through. It's like we really do find, and especially when we get these big wake up calls and we look around and we see who's really supporting us and who's really rooting for us and cheering us on and loving us, and just unconditionally through our growth and our good times, bad times, all that. And then we see who wants to keep you maybe stuck, maybe not growing, not expanding, not being yourself, because it makes them feel a certain way. So that's very important energy to pay mind to. It says if you've been, you will feel it. You will feel it most clearly when you have some time to be with yourself in reconnection. So when you're on your own, by yourself, really contemplating, you'll know in your heart who, the beliefs, the people, the situations, the whatever, the allegiances, whatever allegiances those are. It could be duties, it could be people, it could be a multitude of things, but you'll know which allegiances are helping you, benefiting you, and feels good. And you'll know which ones are feeling like, oh, that's trying to keep me. And it's not like trying because it's just energy, but it's like keeping me away from being in alignment with my heart, with what I want. So that is very important message coming through. If you've been contemplating a change in lifestyle, enrolling in a class or joining a group, starting a project, or setting aside time to focus on your inner work, then this oracle comes as confirmation that these things would be supportive, healthy, and helpful for you. This is also about getting healthier too, you guys. I am feeling that, and that's been kind of a collective message, like this health. It's very powerful right now for your spiritual, mental, emotional, physical health. It's just really important to take care of yourself right now so that you can be really open to receiving any messages, synchronicities, feelings that are coming in, and observing them with like a clear mind. As we are walking into a lot of unknown energy right now. I was just watching, gosh, I wish I could find, what is her name? Anyway, I was just, and she had pointed out that, this is the first time in hundreds of years that all of these planets and even some of the minor little like asteroids and stuff are all shifting signs in the next what, 2 years. Like we got Pluto shifting. We ain't gonna see that again like in Aquarius ever. And it's gonna stay in Aquarius for, what is it, I think it stays in each sign like 12 years or something like that. I'm gonna have to look that up a little more. I usually have like notes and I wrote the stuff down, but I can't memorize it all, guys. There's so much. But there's a lot going on right now. There is a lot of unknowns, a lot of new energies trying to get us to release old ways of thinking, old paradigms, old structures, old and it's not asking us to rebel in a mean or devious or awful, evil way. It's asking us to hold true to our inner light, our inner power. That's what it's asking us to do. It's not asking for war. It's asking for peace. Peace with ourselves. Therefore, we can have peace with others, being themselves. That's a very strong message. It says, this oracle also comes with a particular guidance. There is a situation that has recently arisen and will arise soon, where you need to back yourself. Don't be put on the back burner. Don't put yourself on the back burner by emotional reactions of others. So staying firm in how you feel about something. So if there's a lot of emotions going around, and there has been, you guys, it's been very emotional. It's been really, really intense energy now for a minute, at least where my energy's at. But this is also coming through for you. So it's also saying don't let emotions, other people's or any emotions really is kind of the message I'm getting, take away from your true emotion, like the true, like don't let other things shake your truth, your true feelings. That's what I'm getting from that. Don't get, stay aligned with what you know to be true. So whatever you absolutely know to be true, not what you, and this is where we have to do that deeper work. what is true for us, what feels right for us, your true truth. No matter how wonderful something seems logically or on the surface, if it doesn't feel right for you, it's not right for you at this time. Perhaps that will change and it will be right for you later. Perhaps you will step away and realize, and sometimes it does take absence or stepping away from something to get a bigger, to take it in from a distance so we aren't so close to it, so we can see if we really, really do want that in our lives, whatever this is. So taking a break from something or stepping away from something, and then kind of looking at it from afar and going, yeah, I want that in my life, or no, that's good that that's not there. Like, I'm okay with that. That's a very important message. And it also is saying, perhaps you will step away and realize with relief that you had a lucky escape from the situation and would have ended up unnecessarily costing you. Or you would step into it later because you realize, hey, this is what I want and it makes me happy. Either way, backing yourself and not giving into opinions of others, no matter how highly you would have rated that opinion in the past. So that is kind of feeling like this allegiances too. It's like you may be being backed up by or emotions or opinions of others, maybe even influencing your truth, like what you want. So keeping that in mind as you move through this energy. You must be there for yourself because you are doing well and you're on the right path and you are growing. Well done. I love that. So let's read the lantern here, the unknown. Okay, it's natural for a human to feel reluctant and fearful at the beginning of a significant change. This is feeling like a huge change, a huge awakening in yourself and a huge call to make, a huge call to make for yourself, for your life. This is feeling very big. Change confronts us with so many unknowns and such overwhelming feelings that challenge us whenever an unfamiliar direction is taken. However, to never try something new or cease to continue when things change is to go against life's natural rhythm of continued growth and transformation. What is known can quickly become comfortably familiar as well as stifling to our gradual yet ongoing progression. The price we pay to stay in what is known is stagnation and fear. Staying in what's already set in stone, what's already the same mindset, the same job, the same whatever it is, whatever this allegiance is you have or this belief. It's like asking you to think about this more because there's something you feel that's different than maybe what you're there's something that's in more alignment here that you may not be honoring because of some really strong belief or allegiance, some kind of that's what I'm getting. Trust that you have sufficient skills and knowledge to navigate your way through an unknown aspect of your life. It may be that you have avoided or put off changing your career. I am kind of getting this. Changing locations or committing to new projects or starting a family or ending a relationship for some time now. If so, this card has shown up to remind you that if you do nothing different, nothing changes. You are so much more than the accumulation of your fears. This is really about stepping up to those fears. Sometimes you have to kind of die inside in order to rise from your own ashes and believe in yourself and love yourself to become a new person. I accept myself for who I am without fear of judgment or criticism. This feels like courageous energy, really throwing something out there on the table, what you bring to the table, switching this up big time because it's more in more alignment with you. You are so much more than the accumulation of your fears. You are capable of moving forward despite any uncertainty that you might feel. So there might be something here you really do want to move forward with. It could feel unknown. It could feel like, oh my gosh, I got to let this part of me die, or I got to end this commitment that I have to whatever it is, you guys, or this. And it could be a commitment to a belief. It could be a commitment to a certain way of doing things. I get that a lot. I don't like to say, to anybody in relationships, oh, it's just time to but you're going to know in your heart what's right for you, what's right for your heart, and you're going to know where you need to release these. Now, if there's something important to you in your life that you absolutely know is in alignment with you, and you have to let some things about yourself die in order for that to grow or prosper, that's a huge change. That's a huge change for yourself. Or if you have to release something on the outside of yourself to make something in more alignment with you, you're going to have to determine how this plays for you in your life. But then that's what you need to do. You're so much more than the accumulation of your fears. So there could be a lot of fear, feeling a lot of unknowns here and fears about moving into kind of unknown territory, maybe even within yourself. This could be digging, doing some deep, like, I kind of call it like root work, because it kind of comes from our DNA and our like family, like heritage and like stuff, and really looking at that honestly and saying, is that something I want to carry or want to continue into my family and my life and my heart? And also, it also comes in as like my roots too, like how I've going way back to like childhood and like why did you start to lie, or why do you feel that fear of abandonment, or why do you have such low self-esteem, or what is all these things that have accumulated that have made you feel like you are part of something that's actually not who you're becoming at all. It's kind of those conditions or that structure, that relationship, or that allegiance, that powerful loyalty to, like, like I said, it could be a religion, it could be a family, it could be a belief system. It's just it could be anything, you guys. So be really open-minded to, but you're gonna know like right away what we're talking about here in your heart, because this is judgment. There's no way you can't not feel judgment. It's definitely like that trumpet going off, you being called to rise up out of the ashes, rise up from the death, spiritual death. I feel that it's really sounds really dramatic and really powerful, but it is really powerful because it's really bringing you back from somewhere that was kind of dead within yourself. It's like, and it's recognizing there's something really alive there spiritually in your soul that wants to be free and be expressed through the body, because it's all these bodies coming up from the grave, and then it's just like being animated again, being alive, feeling alive, not like you're on the brink of like death, like spiritual death, soul death, or like this really dark place. So there's like a real big gap here there's a big, and this is collective energy, you guys, but there's a big bridge trying to be built here between two very different ways of seeing things, being, living. It's a lot. I can't even nail it like right here, right now, because it's just so much. It's a lot. So we are bridging something here, and this feels like a bridging between your heart and your allegiances, what you're committed to, what you are moving into. It could feel very unknown inside. You could feel like, I don't know about what I'm going to find in here. I don't know what I'm going to find out there. It's asking you to take that step for yourself, to get in alignment with something that's really calling you. Okay, so let's go ahead and read this 6 here. Tranquility at peace. Sorry. Okay, I got somehow cut off here. 6, tranquility at peace. I go to nature to be soothed and healed, and to have my senses put in order. John Burroughs said that. And this is just emphasizing the time you need to take to yourself right now and really do that kind of soul searching and really contemplate what your allegiances are. How are they affecting your spirit? Are you being called to let something die within or something go without, to be in more alignment with your true nature, your true energy, yourself, your soul? We want to use our personalities to do our soul's work, not vice versa. Use our personalities to control our soul. It's like our energy is trying to do something. We are trying to do something with, we're not exactly sure what, because it just has its own energy. Everybody has their own like kind of energy signature that they are meant to be bringing to everybody, to help everybody. But our personalities kind of want to like stifle it and turn it into something that's like either more acceptable. Sometimes our energy isn't the energy that's going to be acceptable at the time it wants to be expressed, or it isn't going to be in alignment with society or whatever. And those are just, we got all these energies, earth shakers and soul movers and emotional healers, and we got all kinds of energies just working right now to do whatever part their strong energy is doing. It's like, and what you've experienced in your life, really, I feel, has it gives you a huge insight or hint of what you need to be doing. You know, I've went through a lot of self-esteem stuff, self-worth stuff, addiction stuff, and it's all boiled down to emotions. I know I'm dealing with a lot of emotional healing and a lot of root work. I get a lot of like ancestry stuff. I get a lot of like, and stuff that's ran through the family, and just looking at that, I have everybody has their own like thing they feel like, oh wow, I went through all this and to learn that, you know, I need to love myself, you know, and it's something like as simple as a sentence, but it came through years and years and years of work and years of feeling and being shown how this certain thing affects you, or how this energy kind of needs looked at. So it's, I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody, but that's really what's wanting to be said right now. It says we have experienced a difficult period but the trial is over, and that is this energy. So the great thing is as much, if you're watching this right now, you've went through it, okay? You've went through it, you've made it through it. Now it's time to make a choice. It's a big choice to honor what you've learned. Honor how you feel about what you've learned. Honor the work. Honor the crappy stuff, the good stuff. Honor it by saying, yes, I learned from that. Now I'm gonna, even though I'm facing, and you may even be, you may be challenged. You may be challenged. It's not like since I've stopped using things to numb my body and numb my brain and numb my emotions, that I have not been challenged with that. I have. And it's like I have to make that choice, even in challenges. And then if you're dealing with any kind of like, especially patterns and like patterns, addictions, stuff like that, you may be challenged. And it's really important to stand your ground. That's another message coming in that relates back to releasing allegiances. I was known as like, you know, I had like a whole collection of like Budweiser stuff and beer, and like, you know, that's just not me really at all. Like, it was the drink in me, you know, watching football, had all my beer stuff up, and it's just not me, you know. I don't watch TV at all. And even when I was a kid, I didn't. You know, my favorite shows were always really good, clean shows, and that's what I'm back to watching now if I do watch TV. So there's this feeling of getting back to some really pure part of yourself in this message, because it's bringing up kind of my own journey here too, which that's what this feels like. It says we've experienced the difficult period, but it's over. So it's like, are you going to release yourself from the difficult period, or are you going to stay tied to it, alleged to it, loyal to the stuff you've already went through? Like, or are you going to allow something new here to come in and happen in your life? Challenging times in their multitude of forms, worries over financial or health issues, troubled relationships, or concern for others close to us have left us physically weakened or spiritually tested. That's what I'm getting. Like, there might even be something where you're being spiritually tested to honor your growth, honor your soul, honor your like if you've been working on something, like working on sobriety, this is just an example, but working on sobriety and working on not, you know, I've been challenged big time. Okay. When I used to feel rejected or abandoned, I would run out and find some way to feel accepted, and it wasn't good. Okay, you guys, or numb myself. I don't do that anymore. I sit with the pain, and I have been doing that for years. And I sit with the feeling of feeling rejected and abandoned, and I don't do anything about it except for let it sit, and kind of that way I know I'm not, how do I put this? It's a way to separate yourself from the damage that's being done. And you can really look at it and say, okay, I know this isn't me now. This is just this person or this situation, and this is like their beliefs about me or the way they just treat people. It's not me. And I'm not gonna get sucked into it, and I'm not gonna go run and numb myself, and I'm not gonna look for external validation or external things that make me feel temporarily better, when I want and I know that there's permanent healing here available to me. It's really powerful, the energy I'm getting, you guys. So not letting anything, and this could be what the standing your ground is, like if there's something challenging here, and you've been working hard on like breaking a habit or changing a whole like way you believe about yourself or love yourself, and you've been trying to become a new person, you've been doing the work, you've been putting in the work. Have you made amends? Have you dropped judgments? Have you released criticism? Anything like that. And there may be challenging here where it's like you want to criticize again, or you want to judge again, or you want to run again, or you want to numb again, or you want to look for external validation again. And you're going to have to really stand your ground in all the work that you've put in and all the lessons you've gained over realizing what that stuff did in your life, which was nothing beneficial, most likely. Okay. So that's, personal experience, but it really is really important, you guys, that you stand in your power when you're challenged. Okay. And it doesn't mean being, like I said, warlike or aggressive. It's just knowing your worth, knowing your value, knowing your heart is true, and just going with the truth of your soul, your heart, your energy, your path, not somebody else's, not letting somebody else suck you into their beliefs or whatever, which could be leaving them stagnant, leaving them stuck, leaving them not expanding and not growing, leaving them stuck. But you could be feeling like you're being pulled back into something here. And that's very important to say, no, I'm not going to be stuck with this hate in my heart, or this judgment in my heart, or this criticism for myself in my heart or somebody else. It's really, this really kind of a big energy right now. It's like, you have to know, man, it's powerful, you guys. This is powerful energy. You have to know, either by acceptance or conclusion, our troubles are past. So this is judgment. Are you going to stay in an old way or become the new? Step into the new, the unknown, do the work, or already done the work and honor that work. Exercise that in your day-to-day now. This is judgment. This is releasing allegiances to old ways, old beliefs, old people, old things. This is really about stepping into the new here. You have to really know here. You're either going to accept or conclude something. You're going to accept something as it is, and you may have to step back and evaluate to kind of come to a conclusion whether you're going to end something here outside of yourself or end something within yourself to accept something or end something here. There's something, acceptance or conclusion. Our troubles are past. So there's no more, it feels like, there's no more trouble here. The only trouble is if you're going to honor that there's no more trouble, that there's just you having learned a lot of valuable lessons, and maybe needing to step into some unknown territory within, maybe out without. Yeah, and it says, now we need the comforting embrace of rest. So it's kind of like Four of Swords energy, you guys. That's what I'm getting from this card. It's stepping in, getting in touch with spirit here, taking all the spiritual truths and the lessons and all the stuff and putting it into one clear, truthful, honest sword, truth. And using this sword, saving, having this at your back, having this truth at your back of all the pain, the heartache. The Four of Swords has the 3 swords above the man and the 1 sword below. And I look at it a lot like the 3 of Swords is all the like pain and stuff that could be like right in front of our face, like haunting us and like kind of trying to suck us back into the trauma or the battle or the war. But we're in like a safe place and we're alive and we're well. And he's like kind of just meditating or praying or being grateful that he's alive and well, and putting that into that 1 sword, like, hey, yeah, I went through all this. Or these could be truths that you've gained from the experience and putting them all into your own one truth, your own one defense, which is just knowing. It's not even using the sword. It's just knowing I have that truth now. I have this life. I have life right now. I am alive. I have spirit, and I have all this I've gained, even if it's came through hard stuff. But I'm not going to get sucked back into the battle or the war. I'm going to take my 1 sword, and I have it at my back. And I know what these swords do because I got 3 of them staring me in the face. And it's this feeling, okay? So I'm going to take my truth here, and I'm not in the battle, but I've seen the battle, and I know where. And the three swords, you know, the pain, the heartache, this comes from others, this comes from ourself, this comes from our not healing, choosing to not heal, choosing to not take the time to honor our lessons in heartache and pain and all that. Whew, so let's go ahead and get a little more on this, you guys. So, okay, let's get this over here on releasing allegiances. All right. Page of Cups. The Ace of Swords. And the Eight of Swords, yes. Okay. Definitely becoming clear about what you... So there is something here you're definitely wanting to release yourself from here. You're holding yourself back from something here. There's some kind of truth, some kind of clarity. Ace of Swords energy coming in. There's this Page of Cups energy. It's like wanting to be free, wanting to be innocent, finding like the kind of the innocent truth of the whole thing, finding the most... it's like freeing yourself to believe in innocence, in just this kind of... It is dreamy. It can be dreamy, but there's like a truth here, wanting to move towards something. We get that Knight of Swords, excuse me. Clarity here. And taking action to overcome mental obstacles. That's how I see the Knight of Swords a lot, you guys. Mental obstacles. There's something here that feels like, oh, you could be holding yourself back. Obviously, we got that energy here because of... And then we got that Three of Cups. And the Ten of Coins on the bottom. Once again, Ten of Coins to me, if you've been with my channel for a while, I feel the Ten of Coins a lot as stuff passed down to us, stuff that we carry from our ancestors, stuff that we hold on to from our ancestors, our lineage, energetic baggage, but it's all material stuff. So it is actually manifested into material form, whether that be some kind of... It could be physical thing, it could be mental, because this is all they can find, all this physically in our brains, in our bodies. But yes, that there's this completion of carrying some kind of legacy or some kind of... Because that's also the Ten of Coins. There's like a legacy or something, like you've been... if this is your reading, it's like you kind of wanting to go do your own thing. We got water here, a lot of water. We got the Three of Cups here on the very end. This is celebration, reconciliation. This could be maybe wanting to take your own path towards a new group or reconciliation in some kind of... it's like coming together with love with something. But then we got all these swords in the middle. We got that Ace of Swords and that Knight of Swords. So overcoming some kind of obstacle with clarity here and your own truth. Freeing yourself to kind of embrace your own truth. Seeing, for one, your own truth. Not keeping yourself held back with all these other, like I was saying, like other ideas of what truth is. What's true for you? Where are you wanting to step out and see the magic in life, or in something that maybe this kind of energy is not allowing you to see, or you're not allowing yourself to see it because you are honoring something or staying in, I want to say, cahoots with something here that isn't in alignment with you. It's just not your truth. There's a Cups here. There's something emotional here. Let's go ahead and look on the... Okay, that was that Ten of Coins. Okay. Okay, let's get a card under these, you guys. So let's do this. Page of Cups. It's like, I feel like once you free yourself from something here, and you allow yourself to truly see something, whether this is within or outside of yourself, you're moving towards really nice energy here. although there is 3 cups here, it can be a group of friends or a new group of some sort, or getting back with an old, like kind of, it feels, you know, 3 cups kind of comes together. And I feel it too as like 3 different emotional aspects of yourself coming together and feeling really fulfilled. Like almost overly, it's almost too much to me, the 3 cups, but that's just, but it's nice because it's like friendships and like, having those friendships and those kind of soul tribe energy. We got the 4 wands under the Page of Cups. So this is commitment. This can represent commitment, celebration. This is stability in relationships, community, marriage. There could be something here you really, maybe there's okay, so there's a couple things coming through here. One, there's this dreamy feeling about this, and this is also Venus in Aries, you guys. So there's a feeling here of wanting to bring something like emotional into some kind of, to bring stability or commit yourself to something here. But it's like wanting to bring this water to this passion. And it's something you're committed to or want to be committed to. It's something becoming very clear here. So it's becoming very clear that there's this, and this could be an opportunity to commit more to something you're already committed to, or to release something. And I'm not feeling that with the Page of Cups, because the Page of Cups to me is like bringing some kind of imagination or some kind of magic to a situation, or a new perspective from an emotional place to something. But we will get a little more on this Ace. Let's get that Ace of Swords here. The 3 of Wands. Wow, a lot of wands here. A lot of fire. Whatever this is, you can clearly see something here. There is a clear seeing of what's kind of presenting itself to you right now. There is a feeling here of being able to see what is presenting itself to you, and you needing to make a choice on whether you accept that offer. It could be a Page of Cups. I mean, like this, it can be an offer of love, or it could be you offering love to a situation or somebody else. And this is where your own kind of self-reflection and stuff's going to come in. And we got, okay, so we got under the 8 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, and the Fool. So yeah, something presenting itself to you, maybe a new opportunity, an Ace of Cups kind of situation. Instead of focusing on these 3 cups, you may have to cut out some confusion with 3 cups. If this is about like third-party situations, like it said, like you could be trying to stay committed to multiple things that are taking you away from the one thing that you want to be, that is actually presenting itself to you, that could very well be asking you to take a leap of faith and untrap yourself, unblind yourself, and kind of move forward and accept this cup, this offering. There's some kind of offering here. And I feel like we got those 3 cups at the bottom, and he's like, and also this can also be a distraction too. There's 2 ways to look at this 4 of Cups, at least. Well, there's several ways, but these are the 2 main ones I get. One is, hey, he's been focusing so much on these 3 cups. So that's kind of that scattered emotional energy, having like your emotions in your family, in your job, and in your love life. It's like too much. Like I said, sometimes it feels like too much, like your emotional energy scattered in 3 different directions instead of just where it needs to be, which is that Ace of Cups to fill up your own cup, maybe a 2 of Cups if you want to share that with a partnership. But this is sharing it with another too. This is also, this is really spreading out that among others. So that could be a good thing in your case, or it could be something that is being cut out or needs to be eliminated to overcome some kind of obstacle here. But this can also be a distraction from the 3 cups he wants. Now, I always look at these 3 cups as stagnant. This person is sitting under the tree. He's been there with those 3 cups, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, out of the blue, a new cup comes in, and it's being offered to him, and it's going to take him away from these 3 cups. It's going to take him away from this. But this is what's comforted him. This is what he's became emotionally reliant on. We can become emotionally reliant on our soul tribe, on our friends, and it could keep us away from something that truly makes us happy. It's like, you know, you could become reliant on going out on the weekend with your friends or with your whatever, or hanging out with your family, or, you know, and it doesn't, and you don't get any time to like, do what you want to do, or be like your alone time, or or find a love life for yourself. Maybe you're taking care of somebody in the family who's, you know, and this is just an example, but you could be really dedicated to a group. And that's what I'm feeling like, to an allegiance, to a group. And something here asking you to maybe step out and take this mysterious kind of one cup here, this Ace of Cups, which it is stressing that this is self-love and becoming somebody new. Not this person that's constantly watching over these cups, but there's a feeling of self-love here, and becoming more loving, less critical, judgmental, and kind of staying focused on something here that's just doesn't feel, you know, yeah, it doesn't feel comfortable necessarily to stay focused on spreading your energy between these three, when this one is offering some kind of break in the clouds. And it did say something about a break too. So this could be just a little break to take some self-love for yourself, to step back from a situation or an allegiance or something in your life, to see it more clearly. That's another message coming through. But we do have the Fool coming in with that card actually under that Eight of Swords. So it is telling me that there is a leap of faith needed here in accepting this cup or this offer. There could be, or even, yeah, there's just a feeling here of being more innocent, more loving, bringing that to some kind of, and that could even be shaking up your stability too. Like I said, it could be like almost a distractive energy. You're going to have to determine whether there's something coming in that's distracting you from something, or if it's actually offering you a way forward that's more beneficial for you. With the Fool here, I do feel like it's beneficial to accept this offer that you either gotten from Spirit, or something's been shown to you. You clearly see something coming in, your ship coming in. There's something here, a blessing, some kind of thing, and it's clearly a blessing, and you clearly want it. There's a clear, but there's also this holding on to this allegiance, this stagnant energy. And I feel like it would be beneficial to accept this. And I always look at that Ace of Cups as like, it's like the chalice, you know, it's like it's that self-love, it's that self-care. It's also like unconditional love for yourself, others, but it's spiritual too. It's very deep and spiritual. It's accepting something kind of coming from the unknown, it's coming from the sky. It's coming out of nowhere. These are all grounded. This is all earth stuff here. But this is earth stuff that you feel very emotional about, or are putting your emotions into. And I think Spirit's coming in here asking you to put something into something that's different here. Maybe not so grounded, not so stable, something a little in the air, something a little unknown, even if it means like just, like I said, a new belief system, spirituality. And this one, we have the unknown. We have this angel statue through this door, this portal, and she's walking towards it. I feel like this is like accepting some kind of angelic assistance also that could be trying to come in for you, or you've noticed coming in for you, and it's asking you to accept that help or that guidance that you're getting. And we got that Ten of Swords under the Knight of Swords. Yes, this is to get yourself out of, this is pretty much like the Minor Arcana Death card, only you're not fully through the transformation yet. You still got to get up, and that means you have to get through some kind of mental obstacle here. Look at something completely in a new perspective here. Overcome some kind of fear you have of accepting some kind of offer or help, or looking in a different direction. He's not looking down anymore. He's looking up, looking in a more positive direction. Not keeping yourself stuck in looking at something, an old way, or an old way or something. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So that's at the bottom of that Knight of Swords. Let's see what under this Three of Cups. Well, these two really look like they want to. And then we got the star on the bottom, you guys. Okay, the star energy is the energy of the month. It's a lot of healing and a lot of bringing and our divine selves into our material, into our earth realm. Ooh, nice. Okay, I see. Okay. We got the 5 of coins and the Ace of Wands. Okay, there's definitely something here that feels like okay, how do I put this? Okay, so this is Mercury and Taurus also. So that can also, it's also telling me you may not be communicating something here. Communicating some kind of passionate message or accepting some kind of communication, some passionate communication. And it's not just passionate, it's spiritual. This feels very spiritual about some kind of group or some kind of, it could be a 3 of Cups situation. It could be you've gotten messages or something about a 3 of Cups situation in your life that maybe you need to, this could be reject or accept into your life. I am feeling with this 4 of Cups, though, that this is feeling like, it's feeling very interesting. Something here giving the feeling of feeling like you can't be a part of something or you don't have some kind of lack, okay? It's feeling like you lack the spiritual passion or desire or something like that to maybe leave behind some kind of allegiance or accept some kind of but this is Ace of Wands, so there's this energy coming in with this Ace of Wands to give you that that spiritual energy you need to make the choice to, and she's standing outside the church, and you know, there's a feeling here of needing to accept some kind of help or some kind of accept some kind of message or help, divine gift that's coming in for you, and needing to accept that and kind of also be kind of excited about it because this feels like a good thing. Now, how this has to do with the 3 of Cups, it could be communication because this is Mercury. It could be communicating somehow how either you or another has kind of been feeling in your life that this, it's like she can make the choice to come in and express, hey, this is why I've been out in the cold. This is why I haven't come in. This is, but I see now I'm worth, and especially she holds a baby in her arms in this card, especially I want to keep myself and my child comforted and warm, and I do need the help, and I do want to come in this church, and I do want to be supported by spirit or supported by my friends or my group, my soul tribe, you know. And this can be like reconciliation, like having felt like you were out of something and then coming back into something because spirit's guiding you to get back into something here. Maybe get back into some kind of safe, it's not just safe, but it's a place where you feel worthy also of but it's like this can be not feeling physically worthy of something or spiritually worthy, but spirit's coming in and kind of giving you that passionate like feeling that yes, you're worthy. You need to step back into something or maybe accept somebody back into your that could be this cup too, being asked to be embraced. There is something here, it looks like, coming towards you. And now this is, it's very interesting because it's almost like you could be receiving some kind of message or offer here that makes you feel less, I don't even want to say message or offer. It's like you could be getting some very strong insights about needing to step into something, do something here. That's what I'm getting. Let's get one of these affirmation cards. I feel like Spirit's really saying to release the allegiances, release the things that you maybe have been stuck being you haven't been stuck. You've chose to stay stuck, believing something or being in something or not being in alignment with part of yourself because you want to, because there's just this feeling of kind of overstepping what you truly feel in your heart for some kind of belief system or some kind of group or something like that. That's what I'm getting. We got that King of Pentacles. This is, to me, a lot of the time a Taurus card. And on the bottom, the Lovers, you guys, the choice. This is making a loving choice, not a choice from teaching, conditioning, the head, the ego, the personality, but from your heart, from love. I trust my knowing, and then I make a commitment. This is about truly committing yourself to something here, not being in and out of something here because of your own feeling of lack in spirituality or physicality, but really stepping into something that could be a reunification. It could be reconciliation. It could be friendships. It could be, this is something really powerful, you guys. And then it says, I am sure of my place in the world. That is this Five of Pentacles, which is also kind of, to me, that it's Taurus Mercury. And it's like, there's some kind of lack of confidence here that you don't belong with something or in something. And maybe you just feel like I need to like be a part of this and this and this. But even though your heart's calling you to something else here or something different within, it could be something, like I said, within, without. Probably, maybe both. But that King of Pentacles, you guys, I'm sure of my place in the world. And I feel like you are getting some kind of information or something about your place and where you need to be or what you need to see, how you need to overcome some kind of obstacles here. Maybe definitely within yourself, and getting up from this feeling of being held down by tons of thinking, tons of thought, keeping you down and not standing up with that one sword of truth that's in alignment with your heart, and accepting that this is definitely an obstacle, but it's an obstacle you can overcome with that one truth, that Ace of Swords, you guys. And then there's a feeling here of being able to accept something emotional into your life, something really special, and take a leap and move forward into a whole new cycle. That is what I am getting. All right, so let's get a Kali card, and then that's going to wrap up your guys' reading. Okay, we got Kali Kamasa Nasini. It is time to free yourself from what has been. Learn from it, but not allow it to define you or direct the course of your life. Give up your stories about the past. That is going with your reading beautifully. Some kind of story about yourself or those around you that you've been telling yourself forever or been told forever. And it's time to release that. That's going with this collective energy I've been feeling too, you guys. So don't allow it to define you or direct the course of your life. Don't let it define what you want in your life and make you kind of go against what you want, what you truly feel. Give up your stories about the past. If there's stories here that you're telling yourself about the past that need re-looked at, need to die, need to go to ashes, and need to be looked at, then this is a call to, a call to be fair to yourself and be fair to accepting yourself, who you are, without fear of judgment or criticism. It goes right back to this. And it says you have outgrown them. So you've outgrown the old stories. You've outgrown the old things, conditionings, stories. There's something here. You're like, yeah, I know what I want now. And I know I've kind of been in this energy of like thinking that's what I wanted, or thinking that's who I was, or thinking that's what this situation was or that situation was, when really I see it now. I see where I've kept myself away from help with that Five of Pentacles, spirituality, and my truth. It says you have outgrown them. Kali consumes mistakes. So, any kind of mistakes, sins, and negativities, this energy is helping you to release. It's helping you to release mistakes, sins, and negativities, whether these are your own or those around you. It's really bringing you into a more of a peaceful place with your inner circumstances and possibly your outer circumstances. Let her free you now so you can be open to the gift of your life unfolding. Be free from the past allegiances or promises you've made to yourself or others, other allegiances. This feels like committing yourself to something, a belief system, maybe like I said, a situation. It could be a relationship, job, something that's just that's not what you want to be committed to. It's like promising yourself you're going to stick with that belief. It's like, I believe that and I'm not going to change my mind about that ever. And then now, like your mind or something shifting, changing your mind, bringing you clarity on something, and it's showing you something, and now you're like, oh, yeah, I already told myself that that wasn't me, or that wasn't for me, or whatever, and now I'm challenged because I am seeing something here that is me. So there's something here coming in, waking up a part of yourself, and you seeing something pretty clearly here that you need to release some kind of old belief or old relationship or old job or old situation in order to move towards the new. And the only way to do that is through your judgment call. Nobody else is going to make that call for you. If this is your reading, whoever this is resonating with, this is your call, and you need to make that call for yourself. And you need to recognize some toxic thoughts or toxic people or toxic patterns or toxic anything in your life that's holding you back, that you feel like religiously almost like dedicated to, that belief system or that habit, that bad habit. You guys, this could be about addiction. I was getting that message a little, so it could be something like that too, but you need to step away from it. You need to see it clearly, see what it's doing to your life, see what it's doing to your mind, see what it's doing to your heart, whatever it is, and do the work inside to make it align outside, okay? Or get rid of the things outside to make something inside align. Either way. And usually it goes both ways, you guys. So that is your reading. I hope it helps somebody. And as always, I appreciate you guys coming and watching your readings. I appreciate you guys' likes, your support, your shares, your subscribes, and for sticking by these videos. I know they're a little longer, guys, but that's just the way I read. So I hope everybody's taking care of themselves. That has been a big message. So take care of yourself, and I will talk to you later.